We are the Casca Chronicles, and we have set out on a mission to do all the attractions Walt Disney World has to offer in the year of 2024. In today's video, come along as we cross some of these off of our list in Disney's EPCOT. We challenged ourselves to do the water-based attractions at the park, including a first-time walkthrough of Journey of Water inspired by Moana. All right, friends, reporting live from the truck. It is 8:57 a.m. EPCOT opens at 9 a.m. And people seem to enjoy me providing some timestamps last time. So we left our RV park at 8:30, pretty much on the dot. And it's a 15-minute drive from our RV park to EPCOT. So it took approximately 15 minutes to get through the gates into the parking lot and parked in Preferred. So it is 8:57. We're about to get all three kids unloaded. And our goal is to head over to the Norway area because I was able to grab a lightning lane for Frozen from 9:15 to 10:15. So that's going to be the first thing on our list. The kids are crazy. They're a part of this journey. Gotta love it. Okay, we got the kids unloaded in record time. 5 minutes, John. It only took
You timed this?
Yeah. 5 minutes. That's amazing.
I wasn't playing around.
He wasn't playing around. So we've got all the kids unloaded. We're about to go through security. It is 9:03 a.m. So I will keep you updated on how long it takes us to get through security because it's already very busy. So I think it's going to be a decent amount of time. We don't have any specific time achievements today that we're trying to get to something. We just have a Frozen from 9:15 to 10:15, so we have a wide window, but it is always interesting to see how long this entire process takes. Okay, so if you're new here, we're about to go through security, and we have a very large stroller. I carry all of our bags to go through the security check. We try to keep the stroller as clean as possible, so then that way the security doesn't have extra work that they have to do manually. John goes through with the stroller, and then I go through the single person lane to get checked through the scanners and all that stuff. And it works out really well for us. It's as fast as possible. What's up, baby boo? Oh, you're Spencer. Good. Good mom. Mom of the year. All right, we are live in EPCOT. Here's John. Yep, we're live. Live and reporting.
I thought you were doing like
a live
stream. Like,
I'm not that cool yet.
What's up?
I'm not that cool.
You're always that cool.
Thanks, babe. You're the best hype man ever. We are walking into World Showcase. We're gonna grab coffee, and then we're gonna go to Frozen, and then I think we're gonna do Gran Fiesta Tour, and then probably land and the Moana. We're trying to do all the water-based attractions today. Our goal was to just do Frozen, the land, and Gran Fiesta Tour, because those are like boat rides. But now we might be adding in 2 more water-based attractions, water-themed attractions, if you will, which is the new Moana exhibit we wanted to do, as well as the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So we'll see what we get into today. We'll see what we can accomplish. We got about 4 hours in the park. What's going on over here, man? What's going on, dudes? Look at you. You're a vibe, dude. So in today's video, we're exploring all of the attractions that EPCOT has that are based around water. We start off strong with Frozen Ever After. This is a boat ride located in the Norway area of EPCOT's World Showcase. You hop on board a Norwegian vessel and are taken through the iconic scenes and music from the movie Frozen. OG Disney fans will remember this used to be Maelstrom, and it was actually one of my favorite rides in EPCOT. I sure don't blame them for capitalizing on the Frozen franchise, but I really loved the Viking theme of the original. This ride does not have a height requirement, but it is a dark ride with small drops and a chance of getting a little bit of water on you. Our 14-month-old twins loved it, but our 2-year-old was a little apprehensive with how dark it was. Gran Fiesta Tour is another boat ride without a height requirement, and it's located in the Mexico Pavilion in World Showcase. This is also on the darker side, but it's a little bit more mild and doesn't have any drops, and there's not really any areas where you would get wet. The 3 caballeros, Donald, Panchito, and Jose, get into some shenanigans, and you get to go along for the ride. This one has a bit of a small world feel to it and is honestly just such a joy. My 2-year-old was a little nervous at first, but as soon as Donald came on the show, he calmed down, and then all 3 of my boys ended up having a grand fiesta of a time. After the Gran Fiesta Tour, it only felt right to go meet Donald. He's stationed to the right of the Mexico Pavilion if you're looking at it from the front, and is in more of a shaded area, which is nice because he generally has a line and there's no lightning lane available. My son is obsessed with ducks right now and literally quacked at Donald. He had us and the cast members cracking up. Once the quacking was done, we headed over to one of the newest attractions in EPCOT, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. This is located in the World Nature area. This is a walking attraction, but strollers do need to be parked. It is, however, wheelchair accessible and service animal friendly, but they do direct that both wheelchairs and service animals would need to stay on the dry path. There is a chance you could get wet during this walkthrough, but we found it was actually very easy to stay dry. This attraction was so much fun and really just so beautiful. It was almost overwhelming to take in because there were just so many interactive features. If you have kids that like splash pads, I'd recommend bringing a pair of water shoes and maybe even a change of clothes so they can really explore and have fun in this. The detailing in the theming was absolutely outstanding. There were photo spots along the way, and there was even an area with a photo pass photographer. Okay, next up, we have the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and okay, it's not actually an official water ride, but the technology makes it seem like you're under the sea, so good enough for me. This is another ride that has no height requirement. There's no risk of getting wet here, but it is a dark ride. You're seated in a clamshell and you go through the coral reefs and the East Australian current. It's just a good old time. My 2-year-old was a little freaked out with the darkness, but he loved all of the fish that were in there, and then my 14-month-olds were pretty much just in awe of all of the things that they got to see. Once you get off the ride, you can walk around the aquarium called SeaBase and check out all of the education opportunities that they have there. We actually shared a short that shows off this attraction, so I'll have that link down below so you can check it out. You guys, we're at the land right now. Look at, we have 4 hands.
Well,
Well, he has 3 because one's holding the camera, but we don't have any children because our friend is here with us and she is walking around with our children, and we're gonna do the land by ourselves because we just did Gran Fiesta Tour, Frozen, and Nemo, Seas with Nemo and Friends, and the Moana attraction. So we were taking kids in and out of the stroller over and over and over to do that. Oh, and we also met Donald. So I said, let's just go with the 2 of us and not unload kids. So she's doing laps with the kids in the stroller, and we are here doing an adult-only ride.
It's very weird.
And of all rides, we're going with the land.
Hey, we're wilding out. We're going all out.
Yeah. So that's that. We're
crazy
gonna do the
ride.
land. Let's go.
Let's just go get a drink.
Yeah, let's just abandon ship. We'll just go to Mexico and get margaritas. Living with the Land is a gentle boat tour located in the World Nature area that takes you through the history of farming. The produce and seafood grown in this attraction are actually used right next door in the Garden Grill restaurant. Fun personal fact about this ride is that back in the 70s, my dad actually contributed to the designs for the hydroponics and aquacultures for the land. Hopefully, I said both of those things correctly. So I really enjoy jumping on this one now and again, knowing that my dad is connected to it. This one does not have a height requirement, and you don't run a risk of getting wet. There are a few dark sections on it, but it's mostly a mild ride that would be great for kids and adults. After living with the land, we popped into the baby care center to freshen the kids up and then went to a couple of the Festival of the Art booths. We grabbed a grilled cheese and tomato soup from the Pop Eats booth and then tried some of the gnocchi poutine at Refreshment Port. What do you think, John?
Grilled cheese.
It's gone. I blinked and it was gone. Yeah.
Good.
You're gonna like this.
Poutine favorite?
I'm shocked right now. I didn't order this last time because it didn't like call out to me.
Yeah.
But I was like, I should try something new. And this is a winner. Our last stop for the day was Club Cool. This is located in the World Celebration area and is a merchandise shop featuring Coca-Cola products. What's really cool here is you can grab free samples of Coke from around the world. One of the flavors featured here is called Beverly, and it's a very bitter tasting soda, but it's a rite of passage for any Disney fan. So be sure to stop in and try that Beverly flavor and report back and let me know what you thought. All right, we are officially exiting Epcot Park. What did you think, John?
We did it.
We did it.
That was a lot with 3 kids.
It's a lot with 3 kids. You know what's so funny though is every time we go to a park, John and I have a commitment to only prioritizing like 2 to 3 things max for like a 4-hour park moment. And every single time we're able to exceed expectations, and we always walk out saying, that was so much fun. And I think it's because we don't go in thinking we're gonna get an entire bucket list worth of stuff done. And so you can always impress yourself with the amount you get done, because if you're only committing to 2 or 3 things in 4 hours, you're probably gonna do a lot more. So we got to do 4 rides, meet a character, we ate stuff, we vibed out, we got a theme park Coca-Cola, which is an essential piece of a Disney day, you know?
Disney Coke.
There's something about Disney Coke. We're not soda drinkers, but here at the parks, every so often we grab ourselves a Coke.
I say once a trip we get a Coke.
Yeah, it's just something about it, you know? Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a magical day. Bye.